The Tokyo opening ceremony was depressing as hell. The ceremony was brief and sure beautiful, but the question raised by Friday's opening ceremony was mostly 안녕하세요. 소기 엄마 제니파입니다. 반갑습니다. I've always liked to watch the Olympics. Especially, they only come every 4 years. But I was a swimmer, so I like to watch swimming. Yeah, I was a competitive swimmer. Yeah, many years ago. not Olympic swimming. I did competitive swimming. So I swim like butterfly and backstroke. And that's one of the reasons why I love watching Summer Olympics. I think one of these too is I like watching Olympics because these different sports, a lot of these athletes are spending 2 to 4 years to get on the team, prepared to be at the Olympics, and you're getting to see, the best athletes in the world. Well, Ashley doesn't watch it like I do, but my parents like to watch the Olympics, and my brother, of course. Let's see, I watched gymnastics, where the South Korean girl got the bronze on the vault, which that was really awesome to watch. And then also, I love the guy. I watched archery. Of course, that I was surprised they dominated the whole entire time. It was just amazing to watch the archery team. They were just really, 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 really good. And then I watched volleyball. When they played Turkeys, the game I watched, they won. It was awesome to watch. I think it's really not amazing to watch because it tells you about the history of the whatever country that it's taking place in, But you have excitement because you get to see all the different countries come out with their teams, marching with their flags, representing their country. So yeah, it is kind of exciting. Everybody wants to watch the opening ceremony, of course, if you get an opportunity to watch it. I mean, no offense to Japan, but I've watched a lot of Olympics in my life, and this opening ceremony was not really as fun to watch. It was kind of a little bit boring. It had some beautiful things, but it was just not as exciting as other countries. The Tokyo opening ceremony was depressing as hell. Bashful bombast performed for a crowd of no one. I mean, I kind of felt the same way. It was kind of depressing. But do you blame it on Japan or you blame it on COVID? Super Spreader Olympics that no one wanted debuted to an empty stadium on Friday morning. What are we even doing here? That is how a lot of people felt. I think once the Olympics started, it got better. But I think when it first happened, everybody was like, man, this is kind of sad because the people in Japan can't even go and watch the Olympics. I mean, nobody can watch. No, you don't have crowds. The ceremony was brief and sure beautiful. There were speeches about international solidarity and perseverance, but the question raised by Friday's opening ceremony was mostly, is this respectful or just stupid? This is a little harsh. I don't know. I wouldn't be so harsh to criticize somebody about their opening ceremony during a coronavirus pandemic. I think the U.S. is not really being kind here doing that. Whoever wrote this article. This was just a bad year, bad 2 years. So how could anybody expect the Olympics to be? It's a little sad to say that it was affected by coronavirus. Now we got the Delta virus. It could be better than this, but I think that it's hard to make that judgment because it's such a bad time in history. It would be a lot fair to criticize them if it was normal. So, but yes, I do. I think it was a little boring. Yes, it was. It was definitely compared to the other ones that I've watched. Yeah. Tokyo Olympics U.S. TV audience for opening ceremony falls to a 33-year low. NBC's broadcast attracts 17 million viewers, a drop of 37% from 2016 when 26.5 million viewers watched Rio opener. It was the lowest audience for the opening ceremony since the 1988 Seoul Games, which attracted 22.7 million viewers. But you have to remember, back then, there wasn't as many ways to stream as there is now. 16 million at this time and age is really, really low. 21 in 1988 when there was no computers, there was no iPhones or iPads or,
Like the 1988 Seoul Olympics, it's in the 7th place
of the viewership, 7th place of viewership, yeah. Because you watch Olympics, the special things about that country. Okay, like Michael Jackson performed at the Olympics. That's what people remember, but it was so exciting. I remember watching that Olympics in the United States and it was See, and then the Koreas, I was young then, believe it or not. But I remember it was really, really, really pretty. So I think even though coronavirus is going on, opening Olympics, even people who don't like to watch sports, they like to watch the opening ceremony. People want to see something that's just exciting to watch. So to watch something that's boring, it makes you not want to watch the ceremony. To me, the Olympic ceremony has always been exciting. It wasn't as exciting as the other Olympic ceremonies I've watched in my lifetime. I will say that Korea makes an effort into trying to making people comfortable. It's a pride thing. You want athletes to have good memory about being in Korea. Athletes aren't going to have really good memories if they're miserable while they're spending time in a country that's not even taking the time to make things comfortable for them during the heat. And I think one of the reasons that, you know, people are comparing this Olympics to the Pyeongchang Olympics that were, you know, in Korea. South Korea did such a good job of making the athletes comfortable, and like they were cold, keeping them warm, making sure that they had the most comfortable places to rest, it's safe. And I think, you know, Japan had an extra year to prepare, and things like the heat wave. You know, athletes, it's really important for them to not get overheated. They don't have places set up that they could stay cool. Even like I was reading too, like some of the places that they were sleeping and staying are not really comfortable. I don't think that's a good experience for an Olympic athlete. So that's just my opinion. And I've heard that the food wasn't very good either. And that's one of the things people that competed or talked about being in South Korea, they were talking about how good the food was. One thing important is because these players are waiting, they're preparing and training for 3-4 years to be in the Olympics. They need to be in their most optimal condition that they can be in when they come here. So they need to be in a place that provides them the highest level of comfort, food, security. While they're here, they shouldn't have to worry about those things. They should just be focused on the events. I think that, you know, in regards to like the Tokyo Olympics, that I hope that all the players stay healthy and well and enjoy themselves, you know, that they stay really good till the end. I'm cheering for they have volleyball, and they're still in for baseball for the bronze. So I'll cheer for them for that too. So if you liked the video today, hit like, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you. Bye-bye.